So here are a few players that need contract extensions or is looking to get contract extensions. Sergio Ramos, Casemiro, Luka Modric. In my opinion, and this is how I'm going to start this video. I'm going to talk about contract extensions and then, of course, transfer window in the later portion of this segment. So, um, I think that Real Madrid needs to find a way to extend these three players. The plus side for Sergio Ramos and Luka Modric is that they could get a 1-year deal each, even though Sergio Ramos wants more than a year. But right now, because of his age, he's 34 going on to 35. They're only willing to sign him for one or 2 years for 15 million euros. Real Madrid, however, need to sign other players because their forwards, aside from Karim Benzema, who's also up there in age, by the way, he's 33 years old. He's gonna turn 33. I think he's already turned 33. They're Real Madrid attacking players are all average to not good. Here are the list of forwards or strikers for Real Madrid. You got the young boys in Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. You have Lucas Vázquez, who is looking. It doesn't look like he's gonna re-sign with the club. He's done. It looks like at the end of the year. You got Marco Asensio, who hasn't been the same since his ligament injury in his knee, because he was out for 9 months with, I think it was like a torn ACL or a meniscus tear or something like that. He hasn't been the same, but he was a good forward before that injury, but now he's played okay. He plays okay, but not good enough for Real Madrid. Eden Hazard, who, like I said in my previous segment, made of glass, gets injured enough, and he's a dud in my opinion for Real Madrid. The signing of Real Madrid from last year, he hasn't, Luka Jovic, who is also, got hit with injuries and the COVID-19 bug. More on him with the transfer rumors and stuff like that later. So, those are the list of attackers, attacking forwards or strikers that Real Madrid have, and they're all, okay to not good. With Karim Benzema being the exception. The exception. Casemiro, you could sign him to a long-term deal. You might need to because he's one of your best defensive midfielders. Luka Modric, like I said, he can play that position, but he's already, looking to sign a 1-year deal. So if you can sign Casemiro to a long-term deal, yes, I know you're going to have to sell some players to make room for more. But, this is, a Casemiro that you need to have on your squad because other than Luka Modric, you don't have defensive midfielders, and Casemiro has played, great in that position. So those are, your contract extensions. Of course, Sergio Ramos, like I said, is looking to get a 2-year deal. The only thing is that he's asking for too much money, and he's up there in age. So if we can find a way to get him a pay cut and him being okay with that, then, I would definitely be okay with those contract extensions right there. So let's talk about the transfer rumors. So Zinedine Zidane said in his press conferences that Real Madrid isn't going to make any moves, either buying or selling in the winter. And Luka Jovic and Isco were two players that were on that market until Zidane, shut all those rumors down. He was like, no, we need all of our players right now. So, they're staying. So the winter transfer rumors are shut for now. But here come the summer, rumors. Isco has already voiced his opinion. He wants to go. And it's looking like, after being linked to either the Premier League or the Italian Serie A, It's looking like he wants to rejoin Lopetegui, who is the former Real Madrid coach, who's now coaching Sevilla. He wants to rejoin him at Sevilla, so it's looking like Isco would go to Sevilla. He's already voiced his displeasure with the team, so he's looking to, it's already, if Zinedine Zidane, doesn't do anything, says something, then it's more likely than Isco would go. Now, Luka Jovic, teams have been offering for Luka Jovic services. And here's the thing, I was on the fence of getting rid of him. But like I said, he has been injury prone. He got hit with the COVID-19 bug, which, it's something else, different. But Real Madrid, those were one of Real Madrid's, that was the year where Real Madrid got picked up Eden Hazard and this guy. And those in that year, these players that I've signed that year, the 2019 year, have not panned out at all. So at this point, unless, like I said, he flips some type of switch, Real Madrid should just get rid of him, cut your losses, send him out to somewhere so that way you can get some revenue, so that way you can bring in players who will contribute, like a Camavinga, Kylian Mbappe, if you have the finances to do that. But, it's looking more like, unless Luka Jovic, flips a switch somehow in the remaining, 2020 and in 2021 for Real Madrid, it's looking like he's also being shown the door. So, those are the recent rumors right now for Real Madrid regarding the transfer, transfer rumors, either winter or summer. To recap, like I said, the winter transfer rumors are done unless, something dramatic happens, which I don't think is going to happen because Zinedine Zidane shows to have some type of control with the players. He, is able to, say something to them and say, hey, I'll give you the minutes. I don't know what it is, but, he has shut down saying winter transfer rumor, winter transfers aren't happening, either buying or selling. So, these players that have voiced the wanting to leave, or teams reaching out to Madrid saying, hey, we want this player, it's not going to happen in the winter. It's going to happen in the summer. So, that is transfer rumors up to now. Next up, we'll be talking about Real Madrid's studs and duds. And this one, I know that I was kind of hesitant and thinking, like I said, I should jot down notes for those. But as I said, I'm going to get better and better as time goes on. Like I said, I was supposed to do this yesterday. Just something happened and, I lost my train of thought for a few minutes there. So next up will be Real Madrid's studs and duds. And for that, I'm going to do three each, like I did for Washington. So that is the final segment for this episode.